FatmanFred in trouble. He's trying to push, but he has heavy armor. He's probably going to take it, and there is a castle ability to destroy the armies. My name is Enrique and this is the ladder. Today we have FatmanFred playing Mustafa. FatmanFred, one of my friends. He is a very good player. He is a crocodile now. He really wants to get better in the game, get climbing that ladder, and he found Mustafa. Mustafa, the ranked 10 player, plays Man of the West, and FatmanFred is on Isengard. Isengard is one of his well, better factions. His favorite one is Angmar, but with Isengard he can do a lot. He recently hit the finals, the 4 versus 4 Rise of the Witch King finals in the tournament. He became, unfortunately, did get second with Team Barkin. But very well done, FatmanFred. This is Crossing of the Poros, a 28-minute game. Now, if you are new to the YouTube channel, this is a live recorded video. On the bottom side, you see the chat. This is Twitch chat. If you want to be part of these recordings, go to twitch.tv/Enrique707. There we will play some games. I help you install the game. It's a free-to-play game. And while I was recording, well, I probably won't be reading chat, but at least you're part of the recording. Head-to-head, Mustafa versus Fatman. They never played together. Crossing of the Poros. FatmanFred never lost this map. And a faction win rates. FatmanFred playing Isengard almost 60 times. Mustafa playing Man of the West about 40 times. And the matchup, it's Mustafa only played this matchup 5 times as Man of the West, won them 3 times, lost 2 times, and FatmanFred won 10 times against Man of the West, lost only twice in this matchup, Man versus Isengard. We have had a very interesting week with a lot of Isengard players. Isengard is a fan favorite. Everybody is kind of going on the Isengard bandwagon. It's very difficult to beat Isengard, and so will this be a uphill battle for Mustafa. Let's go into Crossing of the Poros. And here we are, Crossing of the Poros. Welcome to Crossing of the Poros. We have Isengard on the top right is FatmanFred. Bottom left is Mustafa, the red Man of the West player. Crossing of the Poros, very interesting map. There are spiders in the middle of the map. Both players have their spiders as a creep camp. Both players have a work pit as a creep camp, and both players have cave trolls. Now, I am, as you know, a Man of the West enjoyer. I really like Man of the West, so let's look at this from the perspective not of FatmanFred, but the pro player Mustafa. Let's see how he is playing this game, and he is playing without a builder, it seems like. Where is his builder? Mustafa only has one builder. And he's building a forward Rex. Well, if you're new to the game, this is not how you're supposed to play the game. It is a very interesting strategy. You kind of have a very strong attack, but leaves you vulnerable. This works against players who are not very aggressive, because then there's no way you can defend yourself, right? He builds another barracks in his base, has 3 farms, and no archers. Usually against Isengard you want to have those archers, but Mustafa running around with his builders, spotting out the Wildman, spotting out the first furnace, knows exactly where to run to, and Isengard player Mr. FatmanFred does not see the pikes yet, I think, unless he has some foresight. No, he is chasing the builder. The builder is getting hurt by the fortress, and the Mustafa might lose it. And both players do not see each other. FatmanFred is focusing on trying to catch the builder and is now surprised by an attack. He does not know what to do, but yeah, you should get some crossbows. Crossbows are being made, but first some pikes. And now the barracks is being scouted out. The builder has run just through the barracks and made the Wildman actually find it by accident. Luckily, a summon was built. There's a furnace has been gone down. War chant is used, and losing a lot of those pikes by just running straight through the fortress. But he's escaping with a level 2 unit. very well positioned furnace makes it so that the Gondor soldiers are dying. And if these units are hurt, yep, the other wildmen have been killed by Gondor soldiers that are made from the base in the middle. FatmanFred though, not giving up, taking down a spider layer and gets a little bit of an eco boost from it. Not a lead because, well, there is still a barracks here that is sending out units and putting on the pressure. The counter for FatmanFred is called, it is Warg Riders. Gondor soldiers going for the cave troll, checking out if the pikemen are going to harass it, and they are about to, so it's very smart to go there. A little bit of damage done by the Gondor soldiers for Mustafa. He's going defense position and the line formation. The shield formation is called. Trying to survive a lot, but here is the Uruk archers actually holding on to the defenses pretty decently well. And Mustafa finds the Uruk pikes. He needs to run away from them. Now, these... I hope these soldiers can kill it, but they can't. Even though they're so wounded, they still lose to it. And that was a little bit of a blunder by Mustafa. However, Mustafa is also pressuring FatmanFred everywhere. He is now combining his units. He spotted the Uruk, the Warg Pit. And the Warg Pit is discouraging Mustafa to keep fighting. He retreats. He's going to look for some pikes. He's building the pikes. Here's the first pikes. And here come the first knights as well. They're about to be ready to be built. There it is. 450 command points against 450. It is even. Oh no, FatmanFred is forgetting to get the money. And he's going to lose 2. Yep, 2 goes to FatmanFred and 2 go to Mustafa. That's a little bit of the money in the pocket for free. And... for Mustafa, and here are some pikes running straight to spiderlings. Farm is found by Isengard. Man of the West in the middle of the map. Man of the West has his horse riders out to counter the wildmen, and FatmanFred might think twice to building more of those wildmen because Kev for Gondor is pretty strong, pretty decent cavalry to have. Inn has been taken by Mustafa. Not only it gives you a little bit of vision, it also provides you with an extra production building. In this case, it gives us elves. Elves can be built from the inn. It's basically a cheaper Italian Rangers. They're also a little bit weaker, but they do a lot of damage. So here comes the archery range. Here comes the archery range for the first Gondor soldiers, but I think there's already... yeah, there's elves in the making. For a good, powerful attack, you probably need 3 elven battalions. That is what you would go for if you have an inn. Those are very difficult to deal with for any battalion. They can kill a lot of those... oh, weird trample. They can kill a lot of buildings with their swords mode. But Mustafa just weirdly trampling pikes. This doesn't look very good, but... he's not giving up. He's just sending his Gondor knights to die. Well, that is a thing. Here are the first archers. The Galadrim warriors. And a war chanted, a rallying call boosted army is going bot lane. Probably going to take the furnaces down. Maybe even take a cave troll. That's free money. Yeah, there comes the attack. Pikes are on the cave troll. The soldiers are on a building plane. We have a chase by Warg Riders, and almost all the Galadrim warriors, the elves, are dying to the Warg Riders. And Mustafa just rebuilding his farm, trying to save his builder, but he kind of needs a well or something like to heal up his units. Money being taken by Mustafa, and Mustafa is scared for FatmanFred. Of FatmanFred. FatmanFred has a big strong army in the middle with a lot of Warg Riders, and he is going to let... he kind of forgot that those units existed, I think, and now sends him to bot lane. Warg Layer is under attack. He is gonna take it away from FatmanFred, from Mustafa. FatmanFred losing his own, taking over the one for Mustafa, and Yeah, Mustafa doesn't like it. FatmanFred is a little bit distracted, could get the money. He's now trying to get the money, but there's no damage. Oh, he's running the wrong way. Oh no, yeah, there is the money. But all the units are dying for the money. I'm not sure if it's worth it, but yeah, the Italian Rangers are very strong. Other side of the map, we have everything dying from Mustafa to FatmanFred's Lurch. Mustafa has Theoden. Theoden providing the leadership bonuses to Mustafa's army. But yeah, Shaku on the field, Lurch on the field. If we look at Isengard, he has a lot of furnaces. He's probably on 7. Yeah, it's like 1,750 command points, a lot of money, a lot of lumber mills. Actually, just 1, 2. The second one is coming up. And Shaku running away from pikes. Pretty much losing his life. Level 1 just got bought and can now go back to base to heal again. Pikes getting killed by way too many units of Isengard. But it's good enough. Lurch is with the army and he is going to try and take top lane. It's very difficult for Mustafa to get his farms up. He only has like 4 in his base. He should probably build all his farms in his base now, has come to it. Because he really needs to get to that 1,000 command point level. Here's Lurch with the War Chant fighting Theoden, covering for well, most of the losses, and Isengard is losing few of those spikes because 3 battalions of Italian Rangers are doing a lot of work. They're very strong, especially in groups like that. They can pretty much kill Cav. Yeah, Mustafa finding more units. Rangers are supporting the Rowan Spearmen. Mustafa just has not enough money to get tower guards in. He just needs to be a presence on the field, and he is finally trying to get some of those buildings down. Gondor Knights finding pikes, kind of retreating, gets the level 10 power, the lone tower. Not sure if that's worth it, but I see a lot of pros picking this spell instead of Tom Bombadil. And to me, it's just, yeah, I like Tom Bombadil more. It just does so much against the armies. However, obviously, it's not a permanent spell. You kind of have to give the Lone Tower some credit. The moment this is here, the vision that it gives you is immense. And, yeah, it's very sturdy. This tower gives an opportunity for Mustafa to build an outpost in the middle of the map, get the tower in, get a statue in, get a well in, and yeah, the harassment for FatmanFred has been killed by the Gondor Knights. Left side of the map, we have Shaku fighting with a few of those Warg Riders, finds a lone farm. Is not upgraded, but that doesn't really matter. There is upgrades gonna be ready. Forged Blades is probably being bought, or Fire Arrows. Maybe Fire Arrows is better to go first. But here's a combination of Ithilien Archers with the Fire Arrows and Galadriel Warriors with no Fire Arrows. Ballista extension, 600 resources to defend his farms. And here are the Force Blades for the Warg Riders. They are going to melt through all of those farms of Mustafa. Mustafa on 850. He has now built a few farms inside of his base. But the Fire Arrows are actually going to be a problem for Isengard. The Gondor Knights taking down a furnace. And no, there is a marketplace, but no upgrades. No blacksmith for the Man of the West player, Mustafa. Middle of the map, we have the Fire Arrows ready. Oh my god, upgraded units running straight in the pike, just losing everything to those Rohan Spearmen. There is a very optimistic siege works in the middle of the map. And a well is being built. No, a farm is being built to get the 825 up to a little bit more. But upgraded Warg Riders are having a field day bot lane. They're taking down a lot of those farms very, very efficiently and very quickly. Saruman on the field for FatmanFred. FatmanFred combining Saruman with his units. And Forged Blades on The pikes are, well, not gonna do a lot. Probably discourage the knights to trample, but that's about it. Knights are taking down furnaces, Warg Riders are taking down farms. There is a bad summon spotting out the first trebuchet, and Mustafa is going for a second trebuchet. If you build siege, get 2 trebuchets, then fire arrows. Usually that's the way to go. Just having double the damage is just very powerful, right? Bottom lane, we have Forged Blades, Warg Riders just chilling. Probably could take down a level 3 furnace, and Mustafa is trying to counter it. But Mustafa himself doesn't have a blacksmith, so this is gonna be awkward. And using his trebuchet to kill furnaces, they pretty much 2-shot it. Like one more attack, and it's almost down. Push! Oh, they 3-shot it. That's unfortunate. Arrow volley missing the armies of Isengard. FatmanFred has a lot of units ready and is chasing the knights to his death. I'm not sure why he's chasing inside of the fortress, but Mustafa is not paying attention to it and actually is aiming down Sharku. He could aim down the wargs. He's level 3 wargs, but wow, Sharku is low health. Isengard does keep his Warg Riders up, and a little bit of a small battalion of extras with Wildmen. They're going to go bot lane trying to defend, trying to destroy a few of those farms, and they did successfully. 3 farms in the middle of the map. And there is Trebuchet is just pelting away to the armies of Isengard. Isengard is dropping a few of those command points. Bot lane, we have a trample. Mustafa not noticing, he's just running away, and those Isengard upgraded pike units are gonna be a menace for Mustafa to deal with. Finally Mustafa notices, runs back, destroys the battalion, and here come the level 5. You're getting experience boosted, I think, from Sharku's ability. They're going to fight the knights. Middle of the map. Theoden. Noticing some Wildmen running up. There is the fire upgrades. Firestone upgrade is gonna pretty much one-shot everything if you have 2 of those stuff. Oh my god, there's a Theoden probably going down. No, there's no cripple. War chant used. Fight coming up. FatmanFred in trouble. He's trying to push, but he has heavy armor. He's probably gonna take it, and there is a castle ability to destroy the armies. A lone tower going down, and rallying call is being used. Debuff is being used. He's trying to take down the, trying to survive the onslaught, but he didn't. And the armies of Isengard are taking down the lone tower, and Mustafa is on the back foot. The upgrades are just too much. You cannot fight against heavy armors, and even an arrow volley is not doing any work because the heavy armors are just too strong. They're probably on most health still. Yeah, they're not even half health after that. Trebuchet coming down. Trebuchet and a siege work is going down. Left side of the map, a lot of farms. But because Mustafa built all his farms in the middle of the map, the armies of Isengard just take down everything. Bottom lane, we have Knights of Dol Amroth. Knights of Dol Amroth, very quick units, very fast units. They are going to go and destroy the furnaces. And well, it's up. Healing being done. Builder going down to the fire arrow. Oh, there's not even fire arrows on this. But by the fully upgraded units, the army of Saruman is gonna attack through the top lane, and Mustafa needs to defend this. Meanwhile, his Dol Amroth units are in the bot lane trying to destroy some of those furnaces. He's sending a tower guard unit after it just to fight the upgraded Warg Riders, I'm assuming. And there is still no blacksmith for Man of the West player Mustafa. He has 2k in the bank, probably trying to wait for Aragorn or for Gandalf, he also does not have any command points. He is on 750 out of the 1,000 that he can get, and there is 700 units on the field for him. All non-upgraded units, they are never gonna win this fight, especially in combination with Saruman doing a Wizard Blast madness. Rebuilds used, he is using spells to just stay alive, but Saruman is targeted with one of the weakest units on the field at the moment, and Lurz is in the front. Here's the trample from the artillery. Another builder going down for Mustafa. Top lane we have Don Ruff doing some madness. Bot lane we have actually everything surviving. There is Tom Bombadil summon trying to do some damage. And where is Theoden going down? Theoden is dying somewhere. Theoden's still alive though. That's good. Don Ruff units. Instead of upgrades, Mr. Mustafa is building units of Knights of Don Ruff. And now they can just trample because there's nothing to defend. There's maybe one pike. Wow. Wizard Blast kills everything. He needs to run back and heal. There is enough wells to go around. Well, one. And upgraded X-Throwers are taking down bot lane. Theoden chasing with the whole army of Men of the West. And top lane we have Knights going down. No. Soldiers going down, Gondor Knights going down, Knights of Don Ruff staying alive, and they are all three going to wait at the well to replenish. 650 command points versus FatmanFred. 850. He's been losing furnaces, but his eco stays up. He's got this lumber camps, and a trebuchet is helping take down bot lane. Here comes some upgraded pikes. Some black orcs are in the making most likely, because FatmanFred really likes sending stuff from the inn straight into the base of his opponent. But first he loses a furnace to some tower guards. Fire arrowed Italian Rangers shooting down the Warg Riders. This is the problem with going for units and being pushed like this. After the upgrades, this is just now. FatmanFred doesn't need to invest anything in upgrades anymore. He spent time early game to get into the upgrade tech tree. And Mustafa, the ranked 10 player in the ladder, is having difficulties playing against the ranked 37 player, Mr. FatmanFred. FatmanFred ignoring the units of Don Ruff and is using his full army to destroy everything bot lane. He is being, well, pushed by a lone tower, and the fire arrows on the buildings are doing some work. Kind of nice to have it. Theoden pushing out heavy armored, fully upgraded pikes, running straight in the full army of Isengard with a lot of experience, because the experience boosters for Saruman are incredible. And yeah, these are rallying call of war chanted units with leadership and rank 4, almost rank 5. Here comes the 25 power for FatmanFred, destroying all of the production. This means that everything goes down, and if you look at the army size, it's 450 army for 350 army even, because there's no more farms, against the 360 army of Mustafa. Mustafa is forced to get Dunedain units, and maybe with a long shot. Oh, long shot already been used. Mustafa has nothing anymore. He might surrender. Theoden dying. Saruman exploding the Italian Rangers, or the Dunedain Rangers, more powerful. And here come the Don Ruff units of Don Ruff trying to do a thing. Probably not gonna do much. And Fortress of Mustafa going down. This is his last production building. Mustafa probably calling GG. And rebuilding used. There's the trample. And there is the death. Was a blast used for Saruman. Faramir back on the field, but there is just nothing Mustafa can do, he actually stays in the game, trying to stall it out. Maybe I gave up on him too early. Maybe he can come back. There are still production buildings somewhere. Apparently, there's just no builders. Oh, here's the barracks coming back up. Still no upgrades. There is 4K in the bank. There is almost no army though. Faramir dying to something, or Saruman dying to something, I think. But here come upgraded pikes. They can just walk in and just kill like the battle tower. Not a lone tower, a battle tower, less strong. Boop. And here are Dolonrov units. They are very low health. There is a well in the fortress. He is selling his Dolonrov units to get something. Or that was a misclick. Probably a misclick. He wants something. I just don't know what he wants. Heroes, maybe? Must have been a misclick. You don't want to sell your Knights of Dolonrov. I think Mustafa now realizes there is a ballista on the way. Oh, there's already ballista in. And they must be chatting, because there's no way Mustafa stays here because he thinks he can win. FatmanFred is doing his victory lap. He played incredibly well. Is on 3 spellbook power. Can't really buy anything. Has heavy armors, has Forged Blade, has Reliant Call, War Chance Called. And he can just run in basically. He's attacking from both sides. There's Gandalf, that's why he sold his Knights of Dolonrov, but it's 1,000 army. Command point army. There is level rank 4 and Lurz is gonna cripple Gandalf. Gandalf level 3 actually, doesn't a lot of damage. There is Tom Bombadil doing a lot of damage. There is the cripple and there is the death. Level 6 immediately. Wormtongue very low level. Takes a killing blow. And there is the GG. Mustafa calling it. FatmanFred winning. Well, that's something you don't see often. Mr. FatmanFred destroying a Mustafa top 10 rated player. He played very well. He did not got discouraged by the proxy barracks that Mustafa opened with, taking down, losing his furnaces, losing his works. No, he stayed in the game, got the upper hand, got the upgrades, while Mr. Mustafa trying to go for Dolonrov units might have been a mistake. If you want to play this game, go to BFME2.com. It's a free-to-play game. You don't need to buy the game. You don't need to have the serial codes or the CDs. Just go to the website and there you can download the all-in-one launcher, which has everything for you. My name is Enrique. This has been Command Point Middle Earth, and I will see you on the ladder. If you like this video and if you think this daily idea is pretty awesome to get a little bit of update of the ladder and arena and BFME Middle Earth, feel free to follow the channel and like the channel, like this video, subscribe to Command Point Middle Earth for more videos, and I will see you on twitch.tv if you want to follow the making of and the production of these videos.